What's going on, guys? Better Success here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, in this one, we're gonna wash the front windshield of the car. We got a brand new banner, nice big old stang sauce on the front, so everyone can see us coming and know who we are. And then I'm gonna do a Q&A at the end of the video. I only got like 5 or 6 questions for the Q&A, so unfortunately it's not gonna be too long of a video, but a little something for you guys in case you missed me. So hopefully you guys all enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, you're checking out for the first time, go browse around on the channel. Got a lot of other videos, plastic dip related stuff, drag racing, Mexico runs, you name it. There's probably something on there that's related to it. So if you like it, go subscribe, hit the thumbs up on this video. Hopefully you enjoy. Let's hop into it. All right, so let's see. I'll grab this. Let me grab a towel. Grab my stuff here. This stuff is freaking amazing, dude. This glass cleaner from Finish Line. I don't even know if this is like, if you can get this or whatever, like, you know, commercial, or if it's commercial, or you can like buy it as like a normal consumer if it's only sold to businesses or whatever. But I got this when I got my windows tinted on the yellow Mustang, and this stuff is so nice, man. Actually, I reached out to the same company that I got it through when I got my stuff tinted, and I know a couple guys over there, and they said they were going to hook me up. Still don't have any, so if you guys are watching this, hook me up. But let's go get the car cleaned. Here we go. What is this, 91%? Should work good. Let's go back outside and get it wiped down with this. You always want to make sure that you put some alcohol to get anything else that's on the car or the windshield off. Oh, let me show you guys the sticker too. Okay, so here is the big red YouTube logo, and as you can see, this says Stang Sauce. It's going to be just like my back one, but this one's going to have a red YouTube logo, and the back one has a white YouTube logo. So unfortunately, I was not recording while this was going on, and I put the red one on. We got a few little bubbles on here. I like this red though. It definitely is kind of pops a little bit. I don't know if I totally want it on there, but I do like the red. I almost feel like it would look better if I just had the Stang Sauce, but I also think it's gonna look good with it. So let's just go ahead and do it with the Stang Sauce, or with the YouTube logo. There is some bubbles in here, if you guys can see. I was trying to work these out a little bit, and unfortunately I just can't seem to get a lot of these bubbles out. So I don't really want to, you know, rip this or anything, but there is some good amount of bubbles that are in this, and I'm not really the biggest fan of it. So we'll see what we can do. I'll take this off here. Can you pull your end nice and taut? Make sure it's nice and tight. Let me see. Don't move yours. Keep your end tight down there. Gonna kind of do something like that. Sorry for the wind, guys. Try to keep all these bubbles out of it. I think that's gonna be fine right there. Okay, make sure you keep yours nice and tight down there. Big shout out to the girlfriend for helping me here. Okay. Make sure you keep it nice and tight. Looking good. Well, it's gonna...
I need you to look at it.
Let me see here.
Or you keep calling. Is that where it is?
Yeah, it looks fine right there. Because it's gonna kind of curve down anyways, and I can, you gotta realize all this paper is gonna peel off.
Yes. And
the rest of this stuff is going to stay there, so the clear itself can be, you know, stretched and moved a little bit, so okay. I'm not overly concerned. I want to put you on YouTube looking like that. Everyone's going to see your true dance moves. Definitely. All right, I'm going to trade you spots here. Wait, what?
You're missing it. It's on here. It's right there.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna have to do.
Cut it.
We got a little situation here. So,
shit. You can't pull it up.
Let's lay all the other stuff down first.
And then come back
and then come back for it, yeah. I'm confused why Like, why did that one stay and this one didn't? Did it rip? Like, why is there a perforation line right there? Because that one's all one piece over there. It looks like a totally different font.
It looks like it ripped.
That's messed up. Oh well.
We'll make it work.
Try to make it work here, everybody. Worst comes to worst, I do have sauce still that works.
Oh yeah, you could just take that off.
Yeah, I could just take it off. Use the full A on that. Okay, well, right now we've got Stangs _ oos. Stangs oos. We're gonna don't mess with that A too much.
You just want me to grab the A from the house? I feel like
well,
I feel like
I feel like
already ripped.
yeah, because this is offset. This whole thing is off now. Because it should be, you see what I'm saying? It should be way closer in. So hopefully this works good, because this kind of got janked up a little bit. So I'm gonna hope for the best here. And actually, I didn't even clean this half off with isopropyl alcohol. I just kind of went for it. But that's all right. So let's peel this off, see what this looks like here. Stang _ oos. I mean, it looks good. It doesn't look bad. Just sucks that that A was like not part of it.
And it's the same size. I already checked it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to clean that area back off with the isopropyl. Don't want it getting nasty. Okay, let me see it. Go back and make sure it's spaced properly. It's all close, dude.
It needs to come over a little more.
All right, something like that. Can you hold this here just so I can look at it?
Yeah.
Make sure it looks good. No, it definitely needs to be close to the U. It's way too close to the A, or to the S. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold
now
this.
It looks like it's in the middle.
Let me check it. Okay, let's lay this down. Can you hand me that squeegee thingy? Thank you. This A is gonna be messed up, dude. It's gonna be messed up. Okay, hold on. This turned out to be way more of a task than I was anticipating, because the back one was very easy and this front one has been not as easy. Let's take it off, see what it looks like. So there's a little fold right there. It's not terrible. I think I can live with that. I think I can live with that. What do you guys think? Drop a thumbs up if you like it. So yeah, that is it, guys. I think the whole thing looks pretty good. The A could be a little more to the left and a little bit more up, but overall I'm still happy with how it looks. So let's hop into the next part of this video. It's going to be the Q&A. If you guys like this video so far, hit the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Let's go over to the other camera and upstairs into the recording room. All right, guys, so we're upstairs now. We're going to talk about the last part of this video. It's going to be the Q&A that I talked about in the last couple videos. Unfortunately, we didn't have too many questions that got asked. I think we've got about 4 to 5 questions. So I'm gonna try to give you guys the best responses I can to those, and elaborate a little bit so you guys get a good amount of detail. But we just finished up putting the banner on the car, and it looks absolutely great. I'll be sure to post some pictures of it on Instagram so you guys can see a little bit up close and different angles and whatnot. But let's hop into this. Basically, what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna read the questions off my phone. And I'm going to answer them to the best of my abilities, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So, this first one comes in from Blue Eco Beast on YouTube, and he asks, "Are you pro-tuned?" So the answer is yes, I am pro-tuned. I really don't like that word pro-tuned for some reason. I feel like that's just kind of a that's along those lines of like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So basically, I think he's just asking if I have a custom tune, and I do have a custom tune. Obviously, he hasn't seen before. You haven't seen before Blue Eco Beast. I am tuned through Brew City Boost. They're out of Wisconsin. They do a lot of tuning and a lot of different vehicles. I am not sponsored by them, but go check them out if you're looking to get your EcoBoost tuned. They do great work. He's very responsive. It's my buddy Casey Richmond. I feel like he's my buddy. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. But Casey Richmond, he does really good work up there. So go give them a shout. And the answer to the question, that was the long, this is the short. Yes, I am pro-tuned. The next question comes in from Boyd Riddings. And he goes, hi, I just want to ask if your ride is modded. And if so, what have you done? Thanks, and be safe. Well, I appreciate it, Boyd. I'm always safe. We have a lot of mods on the car. I'm not going to go list them off. Feel free to check out the other videos that are on the channel, Boyd. Pretty much every mod that you can do to the car, performance-wise, I have done besides a big turbo, and there's no different fueling or anything fuel-related. So all the simple stuff, you know, catch can, exhaust, cold air intake, downpipe, wastegate, all that good stuff we have on. And the car is also lowered on Steeda springs. So that's pretty much what is on the car. If you want a more in-detailed, you know, more in-depth answer, then I would go check out the rest of the channel, because there's plenty of videos on the channel that have those answers. So Young Bull on the channel on YouTube, he asked, what wheel setup do you have? And if you have coilovers, which brand would you prefer? What wheel setup do I have? I mean, I really have the stock 19-inch EcoBoost Performance Pack wheels. I think they're 19x9 at all four corners. Yeah, pretty simple. I'm on some cheap tires. I'm on their Otani tires. They're like $100, $120 a tire. So they're very cheap. They're okay. You don't get much traction when it's dry outside, unfortunately. They do slip a little bit. My drag setup tires, I still have not gotten new drag radials, but the ones that I had were Mickey Thompson Street SS's. They were really old, and they're 295 40 17s, and those were on your bullet style American Muscle special rims, basically. I bought them used off of Facebook Marketplace for $100. So that's pretty much the wheel setup. You know, nothing too crazy, and that's kind of what we got. The next question was a way more recent one. Actually, he just commented yesterday or the day before, I believe. Noah Russell. And Noah Russell asks, what made you a Mustang guy? This question is kind of loaded, and it's going to take me a little bit to explain this. But, you know, I'll try to do my best. I can remember in kindergarten, I was 5 years old, maybe 5 or 6 years old, and my mom always picked me up from school. It was either, or my parents always picked me up from school. It was either my mom or my dad. But I always knew ahead of time, basically, that I was looking for a parent, and I knew what cars to look for when I got out of school. So basically, the school sat on, you know, a very residential, right in the middle of a neighborhood, and everyone parked their cars along the street that the road sat on. It wasn't a busy road. It was literally a residential road, speed bumps and everything. And I saw my mom walking down the street, and she actually had a Jeep Grand Cherokee at the time. It was like a 1999 or 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was a white one, black plastic bottom, and cloth seats, whatever. And I was expecting her in that car. And she literally, like, is dragging me towards this vehicle, and it happens to be a screaming yellow 2005 V6 convertible Mustang. And it was brand new for the year. This was in probably 2004 or 2005. It was right around that time, maybe 2006. I'm not sure. But it was right around that time. The vehicle was brand new for that time. So I didn't really think much of it at all. I just kind of thought it was another car, and it was cool that the top came off of the car. I thought it was like a Transformer. You know, like the Camaro, like the Bumblebee from Transformers. I thought that was really cool. So that was pretty much the extent of that. Fast forward to the time that I was about 13 to 14. I really started realizing that cars were something that I enjoyed, and I really wanted to, you know, have a cool car of my own someday. I didn't know what car it was. I didn't know anything really much more about cars other than I wanted a cool car when I was older. And I started going out in the backyard because the Mustang that we still had at the time, we still had it. It was parked in the backyard. My mom had gotten a brand new car, and it was basically just parked. And we only drove the yellow Mustang on days that it was really nice outside, or we just felt like going to cruise around or going somewhere that we could take the top off and just enjoy the weather, whatever. Weekend fun car, basically is what it was. So I started going out back and where we had it parked, and I, would start it up, just kind of sit in it, play music in it, and I think that was what started the passion for being a Mustang guy. And mind you, I grew up in this car. I mean, if anyone's ever sat in the back of a Mustang, period, there's not any room back there. And I mean, I can remember sitting crisscross applesauce on a countrywide trip from Ohio to Florida, literally sitting in the back seat of the Mustang, and there's a big hump that's in the middle of the car, and you can't really lay in it. And that right there is the epitome of what it meant to me to be a Mustang fanatic. And they always say that everybody has a Mustang story, and that right there is my Mustang story. And, it kind of sparked the interest that I have today into my car. This is such a deep question, but I love it. When I turned 18, I was still driving the yellow Mustang. It was actually given to me as my first daily driver. And I can't thank my parents enough, because honestly, I wouldn't be where I am today and know half the people I know if I wouldn't have gotten a Mustang. I've met so many nice people and so many cool people. You guys have seen Mike. I've met him just through having a Mustang. I mean, it's kind of crazy when you stop and think how much a car can impact someone's life, and the stories and all the different avenues that you can take just because you have a vehicle. Like, it really is crazy to me, and I hope you guys can, kind of understand the gravity of that. So I drove the car every day as a senior. Well, actually, I got my license junior year. So junior and senior year, I drove it. Sophomore summer, I think I had it too, going into junior year. And I absolutely loved it. I got into a couple accidents with it. Unfortunately, they were not my fault, I promise. Pull up police records if you don't blame me. Everyone says they're not your fault, but they really weren't my fault. I have no tickets, other than maybe 1 or 2 speeding tickets, but no tickets like in that. And the accidents were not my fault, and unfortunately the car, it just got banged up, and it only had like 56,000 miles on it. And basically one thing led to another, and we ended up selling it with a rebuilt title on it, for a little bit less than what we were expecting. And it was a sad day to let the car go. But you know what? There's another young kid out there who was going to someone's grandson, and he is driving a Mustang now, and hopefully he's still driving it. And it is going to make him, hopefully, a Mustang fanatic, and it's going to give him another Mustang, another Ford story to tell to his kids, to other people, and hopefully he can have half the experiences that I've had, because this, like I said, this Mustang, that yellow, screaming yellow, 2005 V6 convertible premium Mustang, has literally changed my life. And I know my mom watches this. I know my dad watches this. If you guys are watching this, thank you guys for getting that car, because it has made me into the person I am today. I know I'm not some crazy big YouTuber, but I love what I do, and I love that people ask me these kind of questions and get to know me on a more personable level. So that is going to wrap up the Q&A. If you guys ever want to do this type of video again, feel free to just comment down below, hey, I'd like to do this again, or hit the thumbs up and show me the love in this video. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be doing a giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm not sure what it is yet, but you guys will probably learn within the next couple videos. Just some housekeeping here towards the end. We do have still a few videos I would like to get done. I'd like to talk about how much the plasticative costs and kind of the whole process about that. A subscriber car rating. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an email, and you guys can just email me a picture of your car, a little bit of the information, and I will react to those on camera. And you know, you guys get to see that and my funny reactions, whatever. You know, I think that's another cool thing to do. If you guys have any comments on as to what I should do for some other videos, feel free to drop a comment down below. I love everyone's feedback. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If this is your first time checking out, go check out the rest of the channel. We got plenty of other content, plastic dip racing, Mexico pulls, everything that you can think of. Go check it out. If you really enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. And as always, peace out.